Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is the Prince of FNAF, and if you're new here, please consider subscribing. And of course, if you like the content seen in tonight's video, then be sure to hit that notification bell and like button. That way, you will indeed be notified for any awesome videos like this in the future. With that out of the way, let's get started with today's video. Godzilla vs. Kong is a 2021 Kaiju monsterverse film produced by Warner Bros. And Legendary Pictures, starring Millie Bobby Brown, Kyle Chandler, Brian Tree Henry, Julian Dennison, and Rebecca Hall. It is the fourth installment in Warner Bros. And Legendary Pictures' Monsterverse. Alright, just before I start my review, I would like to issue a spoiler warning. For those of you who haven't been able to get out to a theater or haven't been able to stream this on any of your streaming services, I highly recommend you do so before clicking on this video and sitting down to watch it. For those of you who've already seen this movie, pull up a chair and let's get started. So the movie opens up with a pretty badass scene of the Apex Cybernetics company basically working on some shady stuff. They're secretly building a mechanized Godzilla, and as the alarm sounds in the facility, it's made crystal clear that Godzilla is attacking this base. Godzilla emerges from the ocean outside of the space and violently proceeds to tear this place apart. He literally burns this place to the ground, leaving nothing left but ruins and a very weird piece of technology. This is also followed by a news segment the next day discussing what happened at the Apex Cybernetics facility and how Godzilla violently and aggressively leveled that entire facility to the ground. And basically, the government deems Godzilla as no longer the Titan's savior, but as a threat that needs to be dealt with. This is the exact thing Apex needed in order to launch their Godzilla initiative, which is basically they will begin working on their Mechagodzilla in order to basically eradicate all existing kaiju, especially Godzilla. And so what Apex was doing was they were taking eggs off of Skull Island, basically taking Skullcrawler eggs, and then raising them in captivity only to be slaughtered by their giant Mechagodzilla, basically using them as test subjects in order to test the viability of their Mechagodzilla mech. It is all very interesting. However, Madison Russell, the character from Godzilla King of the Monsters, thinks that there's a reason why Godzilla is behaving so erratically and so angrily. And she is determined to find the reason for his behavior. She doesn't believe that Godzilla is just randomly attacking other kaiju and humans specifically. So this leads into a whole subplot along with the already existing King Kong plot where they're trying to locate the Hollow Earth so they can go into the Hollow Earth and get new resources and find King Kong a new home since Skull Island has become unstable. So while this is all happening, we have Millie Bobby Brown trying to find out why Godzilla is acting so irrationally and why he's just attacking other kaiju, attacking humans. And so there's two plots going on, which I guess can be kind of chaotic. There's a lot of things happening. You have the Mechagodzilla and Apex plot point. You have the Godzilla and Gia plot point. You have the Team Kong plot point, and then you have the Godzilla plot point. There's so much happening. I can imagine it does get chaotic at times, so that's probably one of the movie's downfalls. There is so much happening, and it does tend to get very chaotic. The movie goes on as we find out the reason why Godzilla is behaving so erratically is that our Team Godzilla people, Millie Bobby Brown and Brian Tyree Henry's character, find out that Apex was secretly building this mechanized Godzilla in order to end the reign of monsters and basically kill Godzilla and all remaining kaiju. And they deem the reason why Godzilla is behaving so aggressively is because he's announced war on humanity because of what they've done, trying to basically replace Godzilla. And Godzilla is pissed. This leads to an awesome fight in Hong Kong where Godzilla and King Kong fight. But before this, we actually get a really awesome scene showcasing this kind of throne room that was put together by Kong's ancestors. And now the really sad part about this is Godzilla just above in Hong Kong. This is where the throne room for the ancient Kongs was. He basically uses his atomic breath to blast a hole into the throne room where Kong's ancestors lived, and this pisses Kong off. He comes right up out through the hole into Hong Kong, and they duke it out. Of course, Godzilla overpowers Kong, scratches the shit out of him, crawls around like a freaking alligator. There's some badass stuff. Kong actually gets his ass beaten in this movie, and I actually find myself actually find it really hard to sympathize with Godzilla in this movie just because he's being such a dick in this movie. It's understandable. I mean, he's pissed off at the humans for what they've done. But yeah, this ends up to a really bad choice where in order to basically get in on the action, Apex decides it would be a great idea to take King Ghidorah's conscience and integrate it with their mechanized Godzilla. King Ghidorah's conscience takes over the Mechagodzilla, and Mechagodzilla goes crazy, kills all the people in the Apex laboratory in Hong Kong, bursts through the mountain, and Godzilla proceeds to get the shit kicked out of him by this man-made mechanized titan. Of course, this ends up with Kong getting badly injured, almost dying. However, Monarch is able to restart his heart by exploding a Hollow Earth anti-gravity vehicle. They bring him back to life. Kong and Godzilla team up to fight Mechagodzilla. My only complaint is that the plot is so chaotic, it gets really hard to follow sometimes. However, it is a really solid monster movie, and I think that if this is indeed the end of Warner Bros. And Legendary Pictures' Monsterverse, it's a dignified end. Hope you guys enjoyed, do take care, and have a great night.